letter C, says, okay, I'd like everyone to take 10 seconds and give it a try. 1. It's not gonna kind of like God, right? We're gonna do this and we count it 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Can somebody be brave and talk, not only give me the answer, but talk me through how they got it? Austin, go ahead.
It's 24, so you multiply 2 times 2, 10 times 2 times 3, and then for each negative, there's 2 negatives, so then you make that positive, and the other 2 you make positive, so then it's positive.
Okay, so just what he said is he did the numbers one step, he did the integer separately, he did the negative separately, so he said 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 3 is 24. Then as far as the integers, you start with a negative, you multiply by another negative, it flips to be positive, and he did these separate, I'm just going left to right, times by another negative makes it negative, times by another negative makes it positive. Right, so anytime you have a negative, it just flips it. Yeah, Julia, go ahead.
Okay, so if you have 2 negatives, if it was just like negative 2 times negative 2, would it be a positive?
Negative 2 times negative 2 would be positive 4.
If it was a negative and a positive?
It's a negative, right? So let's just do simpler here then. So I know there's been too much. Sorry, I'm too excited. I've been talking 2 weeks. Oh, here we go. So let's just do a few quick examples here. If I do negative 2 times negative 2, what does that equal? Let's do quick here. Positive 4 this is. Just a little summary. I think we might stop here actually. If I do negative 2 times just 2, negative 4, right? Even negative, you don't do anything to it, so it stays a negative. If I do 2 times negative 2, negative 4. Now the reason that is, you start with a negative, sorry, you start with a positive and then the negative flips to be negative at the end. And finally, 2 times 2 should just be 4, hopefully. Now what we're doing in questions B and C, we're just extending that to more things from multiply. So it's the same thing. You can do this in 10 steps if you want to. For letter C if you want, and some people do this on the test. You don't have to write this down if you don't want to. But what they do is they'll just do 2 things at a time. They'll do, well, negative 2 times negative 2 is just 4. And then 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. And then that's 24. Right? Any way you want, as long as you get the right answer for this, it doesn't matter. Okay? On your assignment, there will be enormous questions. Okay, right? But if this helps you to get the question right, I'm more interested in correct answers. Right? So if this helps you to do it, you're only doing one thing at a time 3 times. Julie, go ahead.
Do you usually want us to like write it out or just do the answer?
I'll let you know. It depends on every. Normally, I want you to write it out. Okay, right? On something like this, I'd probably write it out just to be safe, because it's very rare that you can do that in your head for that. Okay. Your homework tonight is going to be whatever the worksheet is, number 1 to 4. And I'll give the worksheet right now. Probably what we'll do at the beginning of class tomorrow is I will go through some more examples of integers if they're not clear. Okay, I'll figure this out right now, and if when we went through here, I did put times in that, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand out some sheets, just pass them all the way down, just like we did for the warm-up here, and that's the end of your first day of class.